Moving on from Gemini to Cancer. I mean, I manifested a workplace that I think were a really good stepping stone for me, and that's enough. Like, I'm not ungrateful because I didn't get a permanent contract there. I got like a good 6-month contract, you know, really good money coming in, helped me, you know, get on to the next step for, you know, buying a property, helped me to feel confident to be part of a team, to see like, you know, a class through from beginning of year to the end because I'd started off in supply. Now I can say, you know, that that's my salary and I haven't just done supply. Like, if you just want some sort of forward shift, forward movement, you can totally manifest that. It might come in tomorrow, it might come in 12 months' time, but it will come in. If you're not clear on anything that you want, how can the universe serve it up for you? Do you know what I mean? If you're not sure if you want love right now, don't ask for it. Do you know what I mean? Ask for something else. Thanks for the bouquets. Thanks for popping in, Mojo. Spirit guides, the universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Cancer's highest love. Cancer's highest love? Cancer's highest good. Might have got my channels crossed over then. Oh my god, like focus. Cancer's highest good. I can't remember what to say. I've gone silly now. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Cancer's highest good. How is Cancer feeling in the second week of August 2025 with regards to what they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? Oh my god. The Hermit reversed. You could be coming out. You could be coming out of Hermit energy, or there might be a need to do Hermit work. Okay, it's the major arcana for Virgo. It's a good job I haven't got to write anything. Oh my god. If I'm laughing, then my hand goes weird and I'm like weak and I can't write anything, which used to be a nightmare when I was a student in school because I get told off for not doing my work. But I could not like hold a pen, like my hand would go. Oh, luckily we're not in that situation now. 8 of Pentacles reversed. What is going on, Cancer? Your last reading was like the absolute bomb. In fact, last week, all the readings were super positive, and it was like I tell you what was dead positive as well. Your career, education, and finance for every sign was like out of this world good. Everyone was showing up as the Emperor. So I don't know what's going on at the moment, but I feel like really rubbish this last couple of days. I got myself into a right state yesterday, and I just went from bad to worse the whole day and into the night, and I just feel frazzled today. And then my mum's been exactly the same, and some other people that are watching have said that they feel like that as well. Highest love is good. Should we change it to that for Cancer's highest love? 8 of Pentacles reverse is like, well, it's the opposite of growth. Okay, so you could find that there's no growth in a situation, or you don't want a situation to grow. Because when you do home at work, it's reflection. Okay, so that's in the story of the major arcana, the fool realizes that the answers lie within him, so he must soul search. You can't ask someone else what you want. You can't ask someone else what you did in a relationship. You and the person who were in the relationship know, but you know what part you played, you know what part they played, and you know whether you want this or not anymore, and you know what you want going forward. You can't ask other people, the answers lie within you. Okay, so there's either a need to do some soul searching at this time. And that doesn't mean you're not allowed to say friends or family, but be out of a relationship, or you're coming out of that. Well, I don't like the Eight of Pentacles reverse, because this is increments of time, money, and energy that cause expansion, whether that's into a relationship or a career, and it's reversed. Let's get one more. I talk about career in these because that affects whether you're open to love right now. Okay, if you got your ducks in a row, you're more likely to be open to love, aren't you? If you're like in between jobs, or you've only just started a course and you're on really low pay, you might not want to put yourself out there to a partner, because you normally want to feel like you've got stuff to offer them, that you can offer them stability. That's what you want other people to be able to offer you when they make a move towards you. You don't want someone who's like a homosexual, do you? That's just gonna like suck money off you. Right, let's have a look. These readings are depressing tonight, guys. They're so depressing. Look at last week's readings, they're really good. The Devil reversed, the Emperor reversed. If you can hear laughing in the background, it's my mum and dad watching the TV. I know what these cards mean, but this combination's bizarre. The Emperor's about taking leadership. It's the highest status in the tarot deck. It's a very powerful person, a very influential person. It should be a person who is, you know, as someone who's all four kings, it should be a person who's honest, a person who's strategic, who's patient, understanding, forgiving, has great finances, very much like goal orientated, like on the ball, you know, driven. It's Aries energy. With the Devil card, that's obsession, it's infatuation, it's codependency. Now, they were both reversed. Now, when the Devil card's reversed, that's positive. It's a positive reversal, because it's someone that is getting free from whatever codependency they had, whether it's on a substance, a person, you know, being obsessed with a particular idea. He's getting free from the Devil, okay? It's also the major arcana for Capricorn. But the Emperor reverse is like a weakness, isn't it? That's like, the Emperor should be showing up upright. What is going on? I don't know. You've had to take a loss in order to get free from the Devil. An example of that might be leaving a workplace where it's good pay to get away from a horrible boss. Does that make sense? Like, you've had to take a step down in status in order to release yourself from the Devil. You've had to step out of a marriage in order to free yourself from a narcissistic spouse, from narcissistic abuse. It's like a reduction in status somehow, to get free from something toxic. Let's say that Now your pentacles are reversed, so it's the opposite of investing in something is to withdraw from it, to take a loss, because there's no growth there, or it's toxic somehow. That's very intriguing. That's very intriguing. Well, you'll know what that means. Whether it's like a love connection or career or I don't know. You could be leaving, you know, like a property to get away from a nightmare neighbour or something. There's a lot of things and people that could be the devil. Yeah, if you got a gambling addiction, you don't want to work in a bookies. If you got a gambling addiction, you don't want to work. I'm thinking of all sorts now. You don't want to work as an accountant because you've got to gamble with other people's money, aren't you? You need to be able to be trustworthy with other people's funds. You can't be like having access to large amounts of money because you'll be tempted to gamble with it, wouldn't you? So you could be like a chef and you work in a restaurant and it's a great job, but maybe you've realised you've got an alcohol dependency and you just can't be in that environment anymore, or a drug dependency. It could be a substance or a person, okay? The Three of Wands reversed. So, oh, that's a pretty card. I love these cards, you know. Desert Dreams Tarot. Yes. The Three of Wands is when you take action. Okay, so you've been in the planning phase, you've decided what you want, and now you're actuating it. That's reversed. So whoever this is that's showing up in your reading is not taking action on something that they've decided they want. You know, they're stalling, they're delaying. They could be a Libra because we've got the Justice card. They don't have to be. Okay. The Knight of Cups reversed. It could be someone that's like stalling on marriage. I mean, if you think of the justice system or what's fair and equal, and you've got the Knight of Cups reversed, that is like, if the Knight of Cups was upright, that would be like someone proposing, isn't it? Because it's like, I'm like Romeo and Juliet in love with this person. It has to be them. It's only ever going to be them. It's not like dreamy, almost unrealistic, like, you know, I can't live without this person, like it has to be them. Like, that's very romantic that way. This way, it's like awful because they're not thinking in a romantic way or a like dreamy way. It's like, it's like what they think is right and just is to not express emotions, to not move towards someone with emotion. And it could be with regards to marriage or some sort of legal situation. They're refusing to take action. They're refusing to show up. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, so they could be taking flack or taking stick off people, because people could be like, you know what, you've been with this person for a year and a half, you've been with them for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. When are you get married? Why are you like stalling? What are you waiting for? You know what I mean? Sometimes your partner's doing that to you and you're like, no, like that's not going to be enjoyable if I propose because you've pushed me to do it. Or I'm not going to say it if I don't feel it. You know, it's like when someone wants you to say I love you and you're not there yet or something. It's just like, it just doesn't feel right. It's to do with how this person feels, okay? It's not really anything else. And they're quite certain about that being the correct thing to do. Let's get 3 for the outcome. Bye, Mojo. Thank you for coming in. Whenever you want to do the collaboration, we'll do it. Okay. Nine of Swords reversed in the outcome. Nine of Swords upright is anxiety, fear, pain, worry. Nine of Swords reversed is dropping that feign, peer, and peer. Feign and peer. Pain and fear. Okay? Dropping the pain, dropping the fear, dropping the worry. For goodness sake. Mojo's messing with my mojo tonight. Okay. Yeah, I'll email you. I'll email you. Two of Pentacles reversed. This is, you know, like if this was upright, it's one who's looking for duality, looking for balance. Two is an even number. It's the juggler. It's someone who's trying to balance time, money, and energy, either with another person or just different priorities that they've got going on, and they're trying to find that balance. That's reversed, so maybe there is no balance. It just wasn't a good fit. I'm slamming the cards down now because I just feel like I feel a bit annoyed at like the readings being so grim. But it is what it is. You can't change the narrative. I channel, I don't choose. Do you know what I mean? That's not my job to choose the outcome for you. The universe kind of got the reins on this one. King of Pentacles upright. What you might find is your focus on work goes up, that you become more financially stable, that you are hella abundant without another person to collaborate with. You don't need it. A King of Pentacles is someone very secure, very established. You may be a homeowner, you may have children. You don't have to. You could be high up in what you do, like middle management or upper tier. You could be a business owner, but do you understand that this was throwing you off your game before, Cancer? Because the Eight of Pentacles was reversed, so it was getting in the way of like your focus when you were in work, or when you needed to study, or when you needed to train, or when you needed to just complete like at home kind of work. This was really like knocking you off your game, and I get that because I'm sure that's the same for every sign. Like I'm Taurus, and if someone's messing with my heart, playing with my heart, I can't deal with life. Do you know what I mean? Like it's overwhelming. So whether it's coming out of a connection that you felt made you more kind of like higher status or whatever, you're coming out of it to just get free from it. If you're coming out of a job, a company, an organisation or something, moving out of a home with a nightmare flatmate, whatever it is, you're taking a bit of a fall, but you're actually going to be better off without this person. Does that make sense? Because the Eight of Pentacles reversed ain't good. That's losing focus in your growth and expansion. I'd rather be a King of Pentacles upright than an Emperor reversed. Do you know what I mean? That's a besieged Emperor, that. Let's get one more. So cute. So we got the 9 of cups up, right? So in the outcome, you're very contented. Sorry, you can't see these, can you? You're very contented without this person. Okay, this is the right decision. This was the right decision for you. Your money's on point. Your happiness is back in balance. You know, you are absolutely. I was going to say, do you ever see someone who's just had a breakup and at first they look horrendous, but then they start looking better and better and better and better, and you're like, bloody hell, like they've had like 10 glow ups. I've done it myself. I've had like 10 glow ups after getting a particular person out of my life. And at the time you're devastated and your head's like all over the place and your heart hurts. But after like a year, it's like you've gone up 10 levels, 10 leagues from where you were before. It's true, isn't it? It's so true. That's because you were always great. Do you know what I mean? You were always great and you're just going to continue to get better and better and better. And if anything, you transmute that pissed off energy, that hurt energy, just transmute it into determination and go, well, I'm not going to starve myself today. I'm going to make sure I eat food, even if I haven't got appetite. I'm not going to sit around crying. I'm going to cry a little bit and then I'm going to spend a lot of hours distracting myself because I don't deserve to be miserable. I'm going to go to work even if I don't feel like it because it'll distract me, and I'm going to be putting money in the bank, and I'm going to be like taking stepping stones in my career, whether I feel like happy with what's happened or not, because I don't deserve to be unhappy. I don't deserve to be in lack. Do you know what I mean? In any kind of way. Just turn the radio off in the car because the love songs, they're like depressing ones where they're like crying about love. You don't need that. You do not need that. Just get that radio off. Find something that gets you, you know, feel upbeat, or just don't listen to music, full stop. I couldn't listen to music after one particular breakup for a very long time. And then it was like R&B, like get me in the vibe, get me feeling sexy again. Sometimes you don't want heavy lyrics, do you? You don't want stuff that's like gonna make your mood like, oh my god, exponentially more distressed. You don't need it, you need just light stuff. Right. Why are they, let's clarify their cards. Why are they the Knight of Cups reversed and the Three of Wands reversed? What is this person up to? Ooh, what a shady so-and-so. Do you know what pisses me off so much? When someone's got the fucking cheek to turn around when it finally hits the fan and go, well, I wasn't sure about this for 6 months. I've been thinking about this for 6 months. Have you now? You prick. Have you now? Thank you very much for letting me know, like, that you've been unhappy for a long time, but decided to put yourself through being with me until you felt over it, and then it was okay for you to finish it. Where I'm like hurting because I've had no idea. I can't stand that. What a knob, right? um, they were only ever halfway in. Okay, they never told you, but they were only ever halfway in because it's like you were moving too fast for them. It's not your fault, okay? You're an emperor. They felt like more important by association, okay? Because they met you, having you on their arm or being able to say that they go out with you made them feel like a proper grown up, made them feel noticed, made them feel successful. Do you know what I mean? Like, they'd have to be dumb not to want an emperor, wouldn't they? But they're just immature. They weren't ready for it. Okay, so rather than be open and say that, they sort of went along with shit for a while, you know. And that's not to do it down. It's very deceptive and it's wasting your time. But people do it because they're so afraid to like see you upset. They're so afraid to like they're hiding from you know, like who they really are, because maybe people around them treat them better when they say they're with you, or, you know, they got less shit off, like less heat off family, or, you know, relatives. Like, it's just like answers all the questions when you're like, oh yeah, well, I'm going out with this person, or yeah, and they do this for a living. And do you know what I mean? I think they were younger than you, younger and or less established, and it's just kind of like made them feel a kind of way for a while, but they're only ever half in, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Actual knob, whoever that is. Or whatever the female version is. Clouded vision. Recognise and discuss red flags or areas of concern. Yeah, they just did not communicate at all. I hate that, because for me, that's as bad as cheating on someone. It's like you're emotionally cheating on me. If you've been thinking like a single person for the time that we've been together, for more than like a week, what is that? Why are you having separate emotions to me? We're supposed to be like on the same page about shit. We're supposed to have reciprocal energy. Why would you be with someone for several months if you know you don't want to be with them? Like, what is that? You fucking fraud. Like, you're wasting my time. You're being a wimp about facing up to reality, and you're making me feel bad because you're being off with me. I've not had a lot of people do it, but it's one person I'm thinking of in particular, and I really, like, I've never had anyone say that since, but that makes me so angry. And it's like, what, 20 years later, 15 years later, now. Why would you stay in something for 6 months feeling like you don't want to be in it? I just honestly, like, despair. They had to have been getting something out of it, do you know what I mean? Or they're just absolute wimps. Keeping you a secret. Oh, I really don't like that. I really don't like that. I really don't like that. It's not outright saying it, but what it alludes to is they could have had other dating apps, they could have had other people, like go-tos that they sleep with, you know, or they could have gone home with someone. It's like they fail to see themselves as exclusive with you. They've walked around let you think that you're exclusive. They could have told some people that you're exclusive, but then they've not really behaved in that way. Or they've deceived a different person and made out like they're single when they're not. It's something like that. I didn't get strictly third party because you weren't really committed yet. I just feel like you're older or a lot more mature than this person, or both. I don't like them. I really don't like them. I really don't like them. That's yuck. Oh my god, that makes it even worse. I really thought you'd always be here. Oh my god, wanker. Can't stand it. It's not my reading, but I'm like angry for you. Because obviously I'm an empath and I've been in that situation, so it's like I'm tapping into those emotions like legit. Like it's me. Let's get you some sacred geometry. Wasn't expecting that. Tantric journey. The frequency of tantric journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. I was not expecting that, guys. I really wasn't expecting that. I don't know if you're someone that is very sensual or sexual, but if you felt like this person, sometimes you can fall in love with the idea that, oh, we're just like, I know who I'm going to be with now, and it like ticks a box. Do you know what I mean? Like, you want marriage or you want to get a house, or it's normally to do like 3D stuff, but if that person's not really interested in making love, because that's what it is more than sex, but if they're not very sensual or they don't want to do it that often, or you just don't seem to match, or they used to like it and now they've really gone off it, it's like the vibe was off in that area. Or sometimes when you've had a bad breakup, you lose your sex drive, you lose, and that made me very angry when that happened to me. It made me very angry because not only that person erased my future, but they made me feel like I'm never gonna feel passion again. Like I'm never gonna feel um turned on again because I was depressed. I was like depressed in body and mind and heart. You know, my soul was depressed. So it's like you might be really focused on just getting those feelings back again. And it might not happen right now, but I think that could be a focus for you because you might just think, oh, when am I going to feel anything like in that direction again for anyone? It will come back. It was about 4 months for me. And I thought, I don't think I'm going to have a crush on anyone ever again. And like, they've ruined me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm too depressed, or I'm too this, or I'm too that. It was 4 months. Which is not like me at all. I'm not going to get a message from them because I really don't think they're worth that. I don't want to give them a voice. When's someone new going to come in for Cancer, please? When's someone new going to come in for Cancer? Not this person. Not this time waster. Release any attachment to timing. Okay, so you are healing at the moment. I think there's a need for him at work. It's not that you're not allowed to be around anyone, be around friends and family, but you need time to process what's gone on here. You need time to be angry, time to accept, time to be emotional, time to heal. And you could get another person that hurts you and messes you about, and that would not be good for you right now. Okay, so you're going through an ascension due to this, and that takes a little bit of time. Could be, 4 months or so, 6 months or so. Even when I fancied someone, I asked them out and I started to do this. I started to stall, and that was just even to go on a date with them. So even though I fancied them, I wasn't ready to kiss anyone again. I wasn't ready to do anything with anyone again. And I was just like really like no nonsense, and I was like almost pushing people away. And that person was very patient with me, and they were very honest about what they were looking for because they could see that I'd been incredibly hurt and that I had my guard up. And so, it was good for us really. And then we met up and we would just get food and drink and like go out places and go to the gym together. And it was quite wholesome, where he probably expected to just have a sexual relationship or something. It was actually quite wholesome. And then it did get very sexual. But it's like I appreciated him being honest with me what he was looking for, where a lot of people won't be, and they'll love bomb and then do all this crap to get themselves out of what you now expect to happen. I didn't get messed about, I didn't get jerked around because I was just telling people what happened to me. Because I couldn't have done that, guys. I wasn't in a place to. So I think you've you've got to focus on a bit of, you know, do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself for the next 6 months or so. Create boundaries, take care of your health, try to find things to make you laugh again. Try to get out there and notice someone that's attractive. You don't have to do anything about it, but it's not fair that people make you feel like this. Ugh. Let's get you some advice. You're going to be on a tantric journey, whether that's with yourself or another. You're allowed to have sexuality and sexual urges, and you don't need another person to take care of those. Okay, so, but I think if you've been very, very hurt, it might take being with someone else to pull you out of that, or noticing someone else really gorgeous to pull you out of that. I'm not saying you're going to have a relationship with them. I'm not saying you have to do anything with them, but just, it's nice when you start fancying people again. Because you're just like, oh my God, am I ever going to fancy anyone again? Ooh, you must act now. The frequency of tantric journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. You must act now. I mean, that could mean anything, guys. It could mean anything. Read into that what you will. I started going to the gym just to work on my health, use up some time, because I was like, it was so difficult to be half of something, and then just, I felt so alone, because I was so used to going around to that person's house, or I was so used to cooking for them, or I was so used to, like, do you know what I mean? I felt lost. So I just started new routines, and then over time it got easier. Being called to take some sort of action in that area of sensuality, sexuality. People can make you feel like it's your fault as well, like this particular person, what an arse, right? It made me feel like I wasn't sexy anymore, and it was my fault that he wasn't sleeping with me. Because I wasn't attractive, or I wasn't dressing a kind of way, or I wasn't doing this or that. And then when I met this other person, like 4 months later, even though I wouldn't do anything, oh my God, like I was like shaking, I crushed on him that much, like I had to put my hands under my bum and sit on them. And then we had the most amazing, like, 4 years just being, like, rampant with each other, but it's, like, awakened my sexuality, and it was better than anything I'd ever had. So it's, like, I feel like something like that is gonna happen to you. Something like that's gonna happen to you with some sort of new routine that you start up. That's the most I can tell you. I got them the wrong, no, it's okay. Thought I was holding them the wrong way around then. A hidden truth will soon be revealed. Be open to it. You're going to start a new routine. Like, you're going to start, you're going to join a club, or you're going to start a gym, or you're going to, like, I don't know, what people do when they, like, experience a tough breakup. You might go traveling or do something. Someone's going to reveal to you that they, like, really fancy you, or that they crush on you. It's saying be open to it. You've got you got something good coming, guys. Like, I don't know if it's love, but I think it's lust, 100%. Ooh. All right, we're going to move on from you, Cancer, and we're going to go on to Leo. Cancer, if there's something that you want at this time, doesn't have to be love. It could be career. It could be better health if you're dealing with chronic illness or, something that's really taking its toll on a family member health-wise. Ask for it now, okay? It's Lionsgate, 8th of August, happens every year on this day. The universe is at its most receptive to anything that you want to ask for. Okay, so you must use this day. It's the most auspicious time in the whole year. You can manifest like at any time of the year, but this is the most receptive time to ask for something. It's worked for me. I've also manifested, things when I've seen 1111 and just in general, really. But how to manifest, just say, angels, universe, I want a person with these qualities. Angels, universe, I want a workplace that's going to invest in me, that's going to, take me to the next level of my career. It's going to give me a chance. No one's giving me a chance. They won't be the be-all and end-all, but it'll be a good stepping stone. You'll see forward progress, forward movement, some sort of shift, okay, after asking for this thing that it is that you want. So do it now. If you can't focus on one goal, give yourself 10 seconds, okay? Imagine a clock counting down. 10, 9, 8. And then if you're too late, nothing will happen. Okay, and it'll make you just pick just one thing really quick. 11:11 makes you do that because you know that within 60 seconds it's going to go to 11:12 and you've missed your chance to ask for something. So treat it the same, do you know what I mean?